Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. I'm so excited to be here early on a Monday morning for another 2-week series of the Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge. For the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be your host for this. My name is Voodoo Val, and for those of you who do not know me, I am a regular host of the DCC here on Adobe Live, and you guys have probably also seen me in the chat, hanging out and posting helpful links, and just generally keeping the chat in order. I see so many familiar faces this morning. Jose, Adobe Live is here, Valder, Sam, Tanya, Sean, Glenn, Justin. Thank you all for joining me this morning. We've got a pretty jam-packed day for you guys coming up right after I go over the Photoshop DCC. We've got a Photoshop or design segment coming up after me, followed by the XD Daily Creative Challenge. So those of you who are UI, UX designers and maybe you're not and you're just interested in maybe learning a little bit more about XD, you will be able to kind of get a head start and some information on how you can join in on those challenges. And then also we have an XD segment coming up right after that to round the day out. And then we'll be back for the rest of the week, basically, with some awesome design segments. Hello, Axel. It's good to see you. Kata Jones, Jan Eric, Romaine, hello. Gina, it's so good to see you all. Hello, Rolf. Yes, beginning another adventure. Maybe not as magical and RPG video game-esque as the last time, but I'm still very excited for this segment. So, real quick, I am going to pull up the DCC landing page for you folks so that you can learn how to get involved with me if you're unfamiliar with the DCC and want to get started. So, if you folks head over to, let me pull up my page here. It's going to be behance.net/challenge/Photoshop, and it's going to look a little bit like this. This is the landing page. And when you arrive here, it's basically going to show you that you are on the Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge page as opposed to the XD page, which is the same exact URL, except after challenge, it would say XD. And let's see, let's scroll down here. It gives you a little bit of information on how this basically works. So number one, each day you will receive a challenge. And as you can see down here, there are 9 challenges that are locked to you. But as the day progresses or as the week progresses and next week progresses, they will be unlocked so that all of you can show up, get a little bit of information about what we're going to be doing for the morning, as well as any downloadable assets you will need in order to complete the challenge. And if you show up before or after the stream already broadcast, you'll also get a little link where you can watch me do the challenge once for you, so you have a little bit of a guide and a starting place for your own challenge entry. Then number 2, it says join the community chat to stay informed and connect with others. So you can join our chat here on Behance, which you folks are already here if you are watching this broadcast, or if you're over on YouTube, make sure you head over to behance.net/live, because that is where I am reading the chat. That is where the whole community has, sort of come together so that we can answer each other's questions and pal around and talk about design. So definitely head over here if you are on YouTube. And then it says number 3 says watch our daily live show to see how to get started and ask questions, which, as I mentioned, is basically what we're doing now, except for after today, we will actually be jumping into the challenges so you can see how I complete them. And number 4, it says finally share your work, get feedback from mentors and other participants. So in order to share your work, you can scroll down to the bottom of the page here and it'll say chat with the community, connect with the Photoshop community on Discord to get valuable feedback on your work and find answers to your questions. So if you hit that join us button, it will actually send you to the Discord page, which will show you this in your browser. If you're already familiar with Discord, then you probably have the desktop app. Yes, jam-packed, Mario, indeed. You probably already have the Discord app on your desktop if you're already familiar with Discord, but just in case you are not, it will open the Discord in your browser, which is also useful, so you don't have to download any apps in order to use this, but I highly recommend that you do, because Discord is a super cool app where you can connect with not only us, but awesome design and maybe game related servers as well. It's a pretty cool tool. But I'm going to pull up our Discord real quick so that you folks can see what the Discord looks like. And I'm gonna bump myself over to the other side with the, let's see, there's the link, by the way, bit.ly/ps Discord. If you want to navigate to it that way, but I'm gonna put myself over here with the magic of my computer and I am going to kind of run through this and show you guys what you can find here. So when you arrive, you'll be able to scroll through on the side here, on the left hand side, and go through all of our channels. Hey Marissa, welcome in. Eyeshadow on point. Thanks, girl. So we've got our general channel here, which is basically where our wonderful teammates come in and share announcements and things like that. They kind of give you a bit of a head start on some information here that tells you a little bit about what each channel is for, sort of like what I'm doing right now. So you guys can jump in here and check that out. The Creative Challenge channel is basically where folks come in and leave a little announcement for you specifically pertaining to the challenge that is happening that day. So as you can see, this morning, Gus came in here and made this wonderful post letting you guys know that I was going to be here at 9 a.m. Pacific time to go over the announcements and things, introduction for this latest 2-week challenge. And as you can see from the past posts, they post a little image so that you can see what the challenge is for the day, a little spiel, little paragraph there about what that challenge entails, sort of, and what you can expect, as well as a link to the actual stream, which is super awesome. Let's see here. You can come in here and read the welcome. It's got like just a little bit more information about the Discord, the link to the live streams, the landing page, all of that info that you would need. There's a pro tips channel where you can get some pro tips from professionals. All of our mentors that we have here in the Discord. You can also go to the Get Inspired, which is super cool, just a really awesome inspirational channel full of super cool stuff where you can kind of browse through, look at some work that will kind of get those creative juices flowing for you so that you can better create and design. And then we also have these feedback channels, which are very, very important. So the current channel, or the current challenge channel, is basically where you will post your challenge entry for that day so that I can see them, so that the rest of our mentors can see them, and so that everyone in chat can check them out and see what people were making for the current challenge. And then there's also a past challenge thing here where you can jump in if you are a little late to the game, you've jumped in maybe a few days late, or maybe you're listening here today but you know you won't have time to start the challenges until maybe next week or the end of this week. You can come and post your later challenges into the past challenge channel here. And then we also have Design Other, where anything you folks are working on, maybe personal projects or something that you just really need to get feedback on, you folks can post it in here, and me or some of the other mentors can help you out, give you a little bit of feedback, some pointers, and help improve your work, which is really fun. We've got Ask a Question here, where if you have any questions about Photoshop or design in general, or how something works, you guys can post those questions in here. Tips and Tricks, where a lot of super cool people from the community post some pretty awesome and helpful videos. They also jump in and give any information that they maybe felt was super helpful to them and their workflow. And some of our mentors, as well as myself, we kind of jump in here and do the same thing, which is super fun. We've got Career Advice, which is a really awesome channel that we've got going now. So if you folks are looking for some feedback or just some general advice on how to kickstart your design career, or maybe you just want to talk to some professionals who are doing what you want to do. You can get some advice here. And then we have a whole bunch of chat channels here, introductions, where you guys can jump in. If you have not introduced yourself to the community yet, you can tell everyone who you are, what you do, maybe post your portfolio, get some likes on that Behance channel, and all that. And then you can just chat with some people. If you just want to make some design friends, feel free to chit chat, make some buddies. Challenge suggestions, which I love. If you folks love these challenges and you have any ideas for things that you'd like to see us do, or maybe you're struggling with something in particular and you'd love to see one of the challenges dedicated to something that you're really truly interested in, please post them in the challenge submissions. I look at these, the other mentors look at these, the other instructors look at these. We're always excited to see what you folks want from us where these challenges are concerned. So definitely check that out. And then we have the mentors and mods channel, but I think that's a secret one for me, so we won't jump into that one. Will the next live stream include a non-DCC challenge? The live stream coming up right after me, yes, will be a design segment that it's going to have its own project going on in it, but they will probably discuss the daily creative challenge. Van Dam, also welcome. It's good to see you. I've been seeing your work. You're posting in the Discord, and I'm super excited that you've been participating. Well done. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Mario. But yeah, so that is our Discord. I hope you folks will jump in and check it out. Again, this is the bit.ly/PS Discord if you would like to join us over there. And remember, if you use the URL, you definitely want to make sure the P and the S are capitalized, otherwise it may take you to a different Discord server. So definitely make sure that that is accurate. Or if you would prefer, you can always just go to the Daily Creative Challenge page and scroll to the bottom here and hit that Join Us button. You can also explore past challenges on this page if you'd like to jump in here and see some of the things that other folks have taught in the past. There's some pretty cool ones down here. You can see all of the past broadcasts, get all of the past downloadable starter files and things, watch all the videos, and that is pretty cool. And then also we have our XD Daily Creative Challenge banner where, as I said before, if you're a UI UX designer or you would like to become a UI UX designer, you can check out that link and get some challenge information for Adobe XD. All right, so now that we've kind of gone through what the Daily Creative Challenge is, and we've gone through how you can connect to me, to the rest of the community, and share your challenge entries that you do throughout the next couple of weeks, I'd like to jump into the your Behance profiles, essentially, and how you can also share that to the Behance community at large. So I'm going to come over to my own profile here, and as you can see, I've actually got a few DCC projects here that I have taught in the past, and what I have done for all of these is I usually make like a cover to upload, and I create a challenge project ahead of time so that I can be dropping my challenge entries in as the 2 weeks go on. And so this is, let me just click this here and give you guys a little idea. So I have them all listed, challenge 1, challenge 2, challenge 3, so on and so forth, and I just kind of just drop in my challenge entries at the end of each day as I complete them. And I've done that 3 times here, as you can see. I just kind of, make a little collection. It's a nice way to kind of populate your Behance profile and get a bunch of pieces of work into your portfolio, especially if your portfolios are looking a little sparse. This is a great opportunity for you to create like a really nice case study of all of the challenges that you're doing. But the difference between this week and the past weeks is I actually have not created my new DCC challenge project yet. So I'm actually going to do that now just to kind of run you guys through it so that maybe we can even do it together because since I usually have these started now, I can show you guys all the steps that I usually take. So first of all, I'm going to pull up my Photoshop real quick. Because I'm going to make a cover for my project here. Now, let me see. I'm going to go Control-Alt-I to pull up my image size and show you guys that I made it 808 pixels by 632 pixels. That might seem like a really strange ratio to you folks, but it actually fits the Behance project cover space very, very well. So that's what I'm going to leave mine as. And you guys can create yours however you feel like. All I'm going to do is grab this nice noise texture and drop this in here. I'm going to kind of spread that out like that just to give it kind of an interesting background. I might even grab maybe this paper texture and spread that out and maybe put this on a blending mode just to make it look interesting, give it some cool texture. That's kind of cool. Just kind of gives it like a little bit of paper texture over that purple. And then with I'm gonna hit my T on my keyboard to make sure I have my text tool selected, and I am going to click in the middle here, and I'm gonna say with my caps lock on, PSDCC. I'm gonna double click this and change that font to white, and then I'm going to Control T to transform, and I'm just gonna pull that out like this. And it's not extra fancy. I will probably remake this cover just because it's not as in-depth as the other ones that I've done, but I just want to have something to post for my cover image. And I'm gonna say also September, or SEPT 2019. And then I'm also gonna transform that and put that right under here. Boom. And maybe I'll turn down this paper texture just slightly so there's only a little bit of texture there. And I'm going to grab these text layers here and I'm going to make them a little bit larger. And I'm just going to leave it like that. You know, not extra fancy. Like I said, I'm going to come back and kind of redo these, but I just want to have a placeholder for when we really get started tomorrow. So I'm going to say Control-Shift-S for Save As. And I am going to save this as a JPEG, and then I'm going to come over to my Behance again. Let's see. And I am going to upload this. Boom. Okay, so up here at the very top, you can say create a project. And then it gives you basically a blank area here. You can start building your project. And what I'm going to do is I am going to, I'm going to say challenge 1 through 9. I'm going to say caps. Or I tried to do caps. There we go. Challenge 1. And I'm going to do 1 through 9 here. Let's see. I'm going to copy that and then I'm going to paste it over and over again, if it'll let me. There we go. Challenge 2. And I'm going to come here. Challenge 3. And I'm basically just making a place for all of my challenges to go as I progress so that the sections are already created for me. I don't have to do anything fancy when I come in to drop in my images as I complete them. Makes it very easy for myself. Boom, boom, boom. And I highly suggest that you do this along with me just to prepare for tomorrow. It feels great to know that you already have something ready for yourself for the morning. And it also kind of gives anyone who's following your Behance profile a little sneak peek or just a hint that something big is coming up next, which is pretty cool. So I have challenge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then I am going to go to cover. I'm going to say upload image. I'm going to navigate to my little image that I created. Here we go. And I'm going to say open. And once I have uploaded that, I'm also going to call this September 2019 DCC. And I am going to, let's see, there we go. I think that's gonna do it. And I'm gonna hit save. And then I should be able to, let's see, hit continue. It didn't take. Might have to do that one more time. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Not exactly sure why the image is not taking. That happens every once in a while. I'm going to hit save on this right here, and then I'm going to refresh my page, actually. Sometimes you have to do that. All right. Let's hit continue again. Let's see if it'll let me do it. And if not, I can always upload it later. Hopefully. I don't really want to zoom in on this too much, but maybe I'll do that just, you know, for the sake of, let's see. No, it's not letting me upload, but that's okay. It should work for you. I think it's maybe just a little bit of an error on my end. So make sure that you upload your own cover so that when you come back to your Behance, it will give you, let me pull up my Behance here. It will give you a little temporary placeholder like this, except that yours will be blank, and it will be ready to accept all of your awesome challenges that you do throughout the next 2 weeks. Zoom out on the Chrome. You know, that might be it, because I'm noticing, let's see, I'll do that one more time. You might have solved my problem. Let me grab this one more time. Ah, there we go. You're a genius. You've saved the day. Do this one more time. September 2019 DCC. Crop and continue. Haha! All right. You can also come in here and say creative fields. I'm going to come in and I'm going to say graphic design. And you can choose up to 3 of these. I won't go through and click all of them. I'll come back later and really decide which one of these or which ones I would like to attach to this. But then you can say done. Tools used. It's going to be Photoshop, so I'm going to type in Photoshop here, and the little Photoshop will come down from the drop down, and I'm going to say done. And then, let's see, you can go to display and set any display settings, but under discoverability, you want to make sure that you add the keyword PS Daily Challenge. PS Daily Challenge, so that when people look up the Photoshop Daily Challenge or look for your entries on Behance, not just on the Discord, they will be able to find it with that keyword. So I'm going to say publish, and then it will show up. I'm going to click on my thing here. Boom! There we go. It is already there, and it is ready for me to start dropping in my challenge entries. Thank you very much for suggesting the Zoom, Philippa Gums. I was wondering for a second, I was like, why can't I scroll? Sometimes it's user error, you know, when you have issues. That happens to everybody. Missed the beginning. Will this video be available to rewatch? Indeed it will, Renee. Also, thank you for joining us. I hope that you stick around for the design challenge that is coming up right after me today. We also will have an XD Daily Creative Challenge intro after the design segment that's coming up next. So definitely stick tuned for that, because even if you are not a UI UX designer, it is still super, super fun to learn about Adobe XD, check out what other people are doing, and hey, maybe you will get into some UI UX design for the first time, because it's a pretty good time. And then following that will be another XD segment, which should be pretty awesome. So thank you guys so much for joining me. It has been a blast. I can't wait to jump into all of the challenges coming up for the next couple of weeks. Should be pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the day with all of the awesome segments coming up after me. Happy designing, folks. I will see you tomorrow.